In this video, we're going to show how to some of the measure options on the iCON site software. So I'm going to go into measure here. We just have a job loaded up. So just kind of show the basic tools. Up here, it's giving you your current point ID, northeast, and elevation. Some more data, your accuracy of, that you currently have. If you want to measure a point, give it a new point ID, you can just click point ID, type in whatever you want it to be. So you want to start at 1,000. And the code, that's your description, the code. On here, say it was a fire hydrant or something like that. We can go into code, toolbox to create a new one. Let's do FH. And we can also give it a symbol so we can see it. Just good visual to see what you're storing. So say we had a fire hydrant we wanted to show as as-built. We hit measure. So now it's going to have that point saved with the code and color. Some other options we have. So we wanted to draw lines as we're collecting data. I'll do this off the site so it shows a little better. You can customize this menu and what you have available here by holding down on any one of these. So say I want to make the middle one start line. And now if I hit start line as I'm going around taking my shots, a bunch of fire hydrants. It's going to draw a line between them and do stop. Say it was a fence and I had a break, and do start line again, carry on, draw out the lines. And these are all 3D polylines. So if you was to stake them back out, so you shot two structures and you wanted to stake out the trench between the two, it'll give you cut and fill to the line. So that's one of the nice things. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of options here. I won't go into every one of them. Just don't want to make the video too long and boring. But also, say you're storing a new control point. So you're on network or something, you need to shoot in some new control. We can go to our crosshair up here, and we have measure mode. So right now it's on instant. You can do it by time, manual, or number of measurements. I like manual a lot. We'll hit toolbox, and so we want to store a control point. Hit start. So it's going to sit here in average shots, 20 times a second, 20 shots a second, for as long as you want to let it go. As soon as it's reached what you've determined is what you need for the canopy around you and obstructions you have to get a good accurate position, you can hit stop. And it'll store that, tell you how many averages it took and what your quality was. Hit store, and now that one's stored as a control point. You could also add code right here, so you could have named it nail or half-inch rebar or whatever you want to call it. So some of the other ones, automatic logging. So that's a nice one. I'm going to take it off control and put my measure mode back on instant. So this automatic logging, so I have a four-wheeler or side-by-side, turn that on. I like using a bunch of options here. I've always liked distance and or height. So if either of these two things happen, it'll take a shot. So I'm going to say I want to take a shot anytime I move 10 feet horizontally, or I have 1 foot elevation change. So if a slope comes up quick, it'll take it. Especially with the tilt rover, riding on a four-wheeler, ride all over the place and just spray the ground with shots. So now we can hit start. So now as you walk, anytime you go over 10 foot or 1 foot elevation change, it's going to throw a point down, so you can just ride the whole site and get you a good existing ground topo. You can pause it at any time, hop off, go wherever you want to go. And you can see all these are in 3D. So you can view them, see what you got going on site. See if it's shaping out or if you missed any high-low spots. But that's just some of the basics. Of course, you can do your pole height, check your qualities, your radio stuff. You can shift some points. A A lot of cool features, but that's kind of the bread and butter of the Measure app. Thanks for watching.